Hello, Serge here from the back porch. I recently did a video where Tiger fan asked about if I had any drills that could help him from not going deep in the sacred burial ground and the follow through, kind of finishing as he called a baseball swing and trying to get more vertical. And so I talked to him about first not getting in the sacred burial ground and a backswing, and I had the little plant on the ground with a stick in it that I talked about, making it like a tree where I'd hit into it and I'd bounce up so that it wouldn't go on the inside and to the inside and follow through. And so, but I think there's a few more issues that we really can apply here that can help Tiger fan and anybody else with this problem of not being able to swing up to the tee finish adequately. And immediately after Tiger fan's question and on the blog, Robert F. commented by saying, Peter. Oh yes, Tiger fans, ultimately his name is Peter, and he's from Melbourne, Australia, I guess, being Melbourne. Well, he says, Peter, do you have some injury or problem that gives you trouble tossing things over your left shoulder? And that's a really good question, because I've run into a number of times with students who have a problem where they can't really lift their arms up either for one reason or another. I teach a former collegiate quarterback at a major university that has issues with lifting his right arm up in the backswing. He can only kind of come up like this. He had his shoulder busted a couple times, I guess, or whatever. So we could just as easily have one where somebody's forward arm is hurting, or either of them where they can't totally swing up. So if there's a physical problem, then the key is to find out the thing as best you can to make the club come up as you can. So the next thing Robert F. says is, do you have video or your swing that you might be able to upload to YouTube, as some of us have, so we can see if we can offer any help? So again, coming back to the fact that it's good if you can videotape your swing. Then he goes on to say, you might want to practice with the towel drill Serge offered up last year. Video currently unavailable, but you may remember it. Toss a towel over your left shoulder so it drapes down your back. Do this from the setup position. Swing the towel back a little and then try to throw it up over your left shoulder into a finish position. And that's really good. I guess another one would be that we need to talk about the possibility of how you're starting your downswing, which could be causing a problem also. So first I'm going to address the swing part, and then we'll do the towel drill with this towel I have right here. One of the things that can happen is when you're getting deep, in some cases, even if you are vertical, if you start your downswing with your shoulders and they move forward, any basically movement of the body forward, where especially with the upper body starting the downswing, is moving forward is also likely turning the shoulders open, which will take the club outside on an outside to in path, and will come down with the club face anywhere from shut to, if it's shut and you're hitting pulls, you can start trying to stop that by then therefore under releasing, which will still hit the ball very likely low and make it slice as Tiger fan said he was doing. So the key becomes that the first thing that has to happen is that you need to stay directly over your toe line in the backswing, all right, so that you can start straight down. And remember, the issue about swinging up to the tee finish means that when you start swinging up, you're swinging up from the second you move. You're right here. You're already starting to swing up. Remember, the downswing is free. It doesn't. There's no reason to really start hitting down on the ball, because hitting down is very likely going to move your upper body, as I just described. It's going to almost every time move your upper body forward. But when you start swinging up from here, that helps keep you back. That helps provide the ability to bump. And you can't really bump if your upper body's moving, or your whole body is moving forward. So the key is to start swinging up right from here, swinging up to the tee finish, and thinking about that, swinging to that position, and then adding, like as I did here in that previous video with the stick here, to hit that stick and ricochet up the stick, or like practicing it on a tree. So the critical thing starts with, too, that we cannot forget, how is the downswing started. It has to be started by swinging up, the bump, the weight transfers to the outside foot, and what's happening here? The spine and the head staying backwards. It might even move a fraction backwards more, but it's staying back. That gives us the ability for the arms to go ahead and straighten out in the impact as you're coming in. But if you're over the top of the ball and your left arm, and you can't straighten your arms out now because you're on top of it, because you've moved your body, your upper body first, your left or forward arm is going to start breaking down, which is going to be pulling you to the inside. So we can't forget to swing. We have to make a proper transition from the top, which, as I call it, swing up so you can stand up. But you can't swing up and stand up if you haven't done what? If you haven't if you haven't started the proper downswing move by the lower body starting first, the bump, so you can stay behind the ball at impact. And so just to refresh everybody on the towel drill, that towel drill is basically, you take any towel, you can, you might want to start off maybe with a smaller towel rather than like a bath towel, because that can get kind of big. This is just a little small hand towel, and you stand up here and you take your address position, and you get into your address and you swing the club up, you swing the towel up here, and from here you just swing it up over your finish, recoil and relax. And this really gives you the feeling of the swing, and then you can actually feel, as you can see from this view, it's getting right quite pretty much straight right at impact and on up to my finish. Okay, so the towel drill really works cool, and the beauty about the towel drill is you should be able to really accelerate it. If you come down a little too slow, there's not going to be enough momentum for that towel to really swing up. So it really gives you the feeling of accelerating your arms and your body following through, where your backside, the knees, the hips, the shoulders, all are what? They're chasing that towel like they have to be chasing the club right up and over your shoulder. So the towel trick really works good, because if you don't energize it enough, the towel will not really swing up over your shoulder. It'll break down and flow everywhere. So make that good firm energetic swing in the towel, and you feel it slap your back. And in my case, you can feel it slaps it across the back. It is not slapping it in my face or going way over there. So the towel really works. It gives you a good feel, especially of acceleration. So try that, but remember, look about the proper transition from the top, lower body leads, so you can swing up to the tee finish, and swinging the towel will help give you some other feelings that should give you the feeling of getting up to your finish, in the tee finish, and finish square to the target. Well, that's it for the surge for today. Towel in one hand, and with all of that, we should hopefully help a lot of you get to really good tee finishes. Well, that's it for today, and I'll be talking to y'all again soon.